Hey everybody, welcome to ABA Inside Track Preview Edition for December 2019, the last month of December. What?
The last month of December?
Last month of December
It's been a long
of the
December.
year. It's been a long
There's reason
December.
to believe that maybe this year we better.
This is the last preview we're going to do, I think.
Thank
In any
you,
case,
guys.
Hi, welcome to ABA Inside Track's Preview. This is the podcast where we discuss behavior analysis and behavior analytic research. Every week we pick a topic and we discuss some articles related to that topic at length. Now, these previews, what we like to do is go over what we will be talking about through the rest of the month. So you have a chance to find the articles, read them yourself, and then you can talk back to your podcast player or your radio. We won't hear you, but it's fun to do. Or just so that you can think about what we're saying, or you can simply read the articles after the fact to see if you agree with us, or with a friend. Yes, exactly. So why don't we talk about what we'll be doing for the upcoming month? Now, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter list of episodes this month because in December there are a whole number of holidays. So we're going to be taking some time off. Yep. We will have an episode every week just like we normally do, but not as many of our full-length episodes. So we'll have 2 full-length episodes coming out this month. The first is going to be a kind of a mini book club discussion with author Dr. Adel Najdowski. She'll be talking about her book, Flexible and Focus, which is in reference to research she's done on executive functioning skills and the training of executive functioning skills. It is a really, really cool book. It's not a very long read. It's meant for practitioners as well. So if you have a pretty good knowledge of what executive functioning skills are and sort of how to task analyze various goings on in the day, then this book will kind of take out a lot of the extra work that I think is required to teach executive functioning skills. So it's a special guest episode and a book episode, which is a little different than normal, but hey, we thought it would be a lot of fun to do. So that will be coming up first. All right.
Anyway.
And then we'll be wrapping up our full-length episodes with one of our favorite topics, Grab Bag. Why is it our favorite? Because we just each pick an article that sounds fun, and we read it, and we share with each other, which makes sense. You know, this is kind of a season of giving, in December, so we're going to give each other the gift of listening to each other talk, which I guess we do every week, so it's going to be an old gift, I guess, at this point. It's like a re-gift at this point.
The gift of gab.
The gift of gab.
I want to tell you mine first.
You go for okay.
So mine is from the Behavior Analysis and Practice Journal, March 2019. It is called Applied Behavior Analysis in Early Childhood Education, an overview of policies, research, blended practices, and the curriculum framework.
Wow.
And that is by Colin Shepley and Jennifer Grisham Brown.
All right.
I'm pretty excited about
reading it. Can't wait for you to walk us through that.
Me neither. This is one of these articles that I get so excited about.
Do you love those? Do you love this article?
No,
Jackie?
I don't love it. I'm excited.
Oh, okay.
Rob.
You'll love it later when you talk more about it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do mine next. So mine is also from BAP, Behavior Analysis and Practice, September 2019, hot off the press. It's titled Utilizing Group-Based Contingencies to Increase Hand Washing in a Large Human Service Setting.
Should happen.
And that is by Bowman, Hardesty, Sigurdsson, McIvor, Orchowitz, Wagner, and Hagopian.
Wow.
Quite the crew. And I thought this would be a great one to talk about because hand washing season is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Flu
yeah,
season.
Everyone needs to be washing their hands. This might give you some new ideas about how to have everyone else who works with you wash their hands too.
Right.
Great.
I can't wait to read the introduction to this article.
People are gross.
Right?
So many germs out there, folks. All right, now in mine. So usually when I pick a grab bag article, I do one of two things. Either I could have go through the table of contents of some of my favorite journals, and then something just jumps out at me, like the video modeling Daniel Tiger, or no, sorry, it was Daniel Tiger as kind of a
I remember.
Some video modeling that kind of just jumped out at me.
I use that as my parenting, like why my child can watch Daniel Tiger. I'm like, it works.
Mm-hmm. It's research based.
It's okay.
Or it's related to something I'm just generally interested in.
I thought you used the big giant bag of articles that we had in our house.
So that's a joke for the full length episode for people who skip these preview episodes.
Oh, I see.
All right, it's
a little bit behind the curtain here.
You don't watch our previews. You miss that we actually know these ahead of time. And you think we pull them out of a bag.
Behind the curtain is the big bag of articles.
That's right. Yeah, behind our drapes.
It's getting pretty big back there.
You watch previews, you want to see how the sausage is made, right? And then sometimes I just say, what's something that I'm always interested in research? And you know what?
I know what it is.
I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more research. I'm going to find something unrelated to an article, to an episode coming up, but I want to read more about it. And
Sure.
It's a good way to kind of jumpstart
this article
my
is
reading.
About
This is
the
gonna be about
Marvel Universe.
No, I read about that all the time. This is about school refusal again.
Oh,
So
right.
it's a topic that,
I knew that.
we've talked about a lot on the show, but we've kind of already done some episodes about it. And while I try to keep up with the literature, it can be very hard to read on the same topic over and over and over when I'm not, like a professor
Sure.
of school refusal or something like that.
I thought that you were going to talk about Hallmark movies because it's also the month for Christmas movies.
No, that doesn't get its own article.
Holiday.
It's more like you get a
movies.
listicle
Oh, yeah, that's
at
holiday
best.
movies.
At
Winter
best.
Wonderland.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
went
What's it called,
outside. I went outside our normal kind of journal sphere. Not quite as good as Bellhop Quarterly or whatever we read that we were doing staff burnout.
Well, that was a good article.
It was a good article. But I went into Cognitive and Behavioral Practice journal. I was going to say magazine, but no, it is a journal from 2019, and it's an article called
Boy's Life.
Emerging. It's called
Highlight.
Emerging School Refusal, a school-based framework for identifying early signs and risk factors.
That sounds really good.
It
Yeah.
actually does.
And so it's by Engel, Havik, and Hain. And and as I said, from Cognitive and Behavioral Practice, 2019.
Sounds great.
2019.
What else is
can't
going
wait.
What else is going to happen this month, Rob?
Oh, that's right. And then we also are going to do a bonus episode around kind of the typical vacation week up here in Massachusetts. We're going to be doing a kind of a follow-up from our last year in ABA with our buddy Matt Scoria from Behavioral Observations Podcast. We're going to get together over Skype, and we'll talk about the goings-on in the field and what we expect for 2020.
Can't wait. I love it.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun last year,
Yeah,
and
we
we
did.
were excited that Matt wanted to join us again, and that'll be a lot of fun to end the month, to round it out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll all sit by the fire.
round
Have
out
some nog.
Have some nog.
2019.
Yep. But before any of that happens, we got to finish this episode. And we can't finish this episode without going into the Errata segment. This is where we read emails or Facebook or social media posts telling us things we got wrong or just things that people enjoyed or just tidbits that wouldn't otherwise fit at the beginning of the episode. So, Diana, did you pulled up the emails for this week?
I did.
She has them
yes, I did, and I'm going to do that. And
Anytime. Just whenever.
and I will do that. And the first thing I was just going to mention is both of these are emails that I'm going to read to you guys, but we have also had people contact us through Facebook Messenger by leaving posts on our Facebook page
Mm-hmm.
and by leaving comments on our webpage.
Mhm.
Underneath each episode, you can leave comments there, and on our YouTube page.
That has been surprising
Cool.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's actually a lot of different ways to reach us, and all of those end up getting to us
Quickly.
in usually fairly quickly
Mhm.
capacity. So there's a lot of options out there, but the email is easiest for me to kind of like give back to you guys. So that's where I'm pulling from today, but feel free to contact us in any of those ways.
Right.
The first one that I wanted to let you guys know about was from our listener, Laura. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
And she wanted to let us know that she was really excited to hear episode 94, which was on gender diversity and behavior analysis with Aaron Donovan and Kristen Lancaster. And she was excited because she was going to share that with her leadership team and have them listen to the episode too, which is super cool.
Great.
Yeah. So, Laura, thank you very much for writing in and letting us know that. And I hope that all worked out great.
Yeah.
If you have questions, send us some emails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we'll probably send it along to them.
Yeah.
So the guest episodes are the best for that.
Yeah.
It's like, just write to us and we'll write to them. Or write to them.
And then we also had an email from listener Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Who let us know that she went to FABA not too long ago and got to hear Tara Famey present at FABA. And she wrote to us. Well, first of all, I have to say she titled the episode Dark Stimulus Episode, which I really love because that was Rob's
This is
like
the amusing name
all of
for
the grab bag episodes. You guys may or may not know have this sort of like
They are stupidly named by a man-child, me.
spooky movie theme, I guess. Is that
Yeah.
what they are? Like
Yep.
it's
Curse
like
of the grab bag. was
yeah,
one.
Bride of Grab Bag,
Yep.
and you sort of dwindled down to lesser known, but this one's called, I don't even know what that's supposed to reference.
Like, I think it was more like Mission Impossible, kind of like dark. Oh no,
Anyway.
it's the Terminator. There's like a new Terminator movie. It's like
Oh, okay.
Dark Fate or something.
Anyway, what's Dark Stimulus is, I think it's episode, or grab bag 9.
Yeah.
I think so. Anyway, I think that's right. Yeah. Anyway, she wanted to let us know that she heard Dr. Famey speak, and in our episode, we called her, we said Fami rather than Famey, and we did not mean to say that incorrectly.
Sorry.
So thank you very much for the feedback.
We're in New England where we say we say lots of ahs all the time.
But thanks for helping us.
I
Yes,
know. I think
we
I
appreciate
probably recently watched the new Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, in which they call the, what's his name, Stephen Carell's character, Fami.
Oh,
His father, mommy.
Father, mommy.
Yeah.
He's so proud that he was a Fami. That might have been on my mind. So anyway, we apologize for that, Dr. Famey.
We do.
We
Mhm.
love your work. And now we will pronounce your
I'll
name
pronounce your
correctly
name right.
from now on. So
Right.
Elizabeth also gave us some cool summaries of the research that Dr. Famey's doing, which looks fascinating. She's got a
Really
lot of
does.
great stuff
Jealous.
going
actually.
on.
I appreciate that Elizabeth told us that Dr. Famey sounded like she was very nice, or seemed very nice, and probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have been mad at us. So
Yes,
that was,
I know.
Thank you
That was
for
nice
thank you for
too,
making
yes.
us feel better.
And then, so she said, you guys are doing a great job. You mispronounced Dr. Famey's name. Thanks for everything that you do. And then as her PS, she said, I realized I just gave you a supervision feedback sandwich, which was great. So thank you, Elizabeth, for writing in and being so gentle with your criticism.
Love your show.
We've taken it.
Pronounce the names right. Keep trying your hardest.
Yep. Keep going. And that's really all
Yeah.
that I
Cool.
was going to bring up this time around.
Sounds good.
The other thing I did want to just throw out there quickly for you guys is that I work on the CEs, right? So everyone gets CE certificates. Those don't come magically to you. I do have to go through and get all the information that you send and then make sure that it's all correct. So there are sometimes when people are putting their BACB ID number rather than their BCBA certificate number. Those are two different things.
Mhm. It's hard. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
I understand
Mhm.
why they have to do it now, but it is
Right.
hard to distinguish.
Yeah, so the ID number is usually like 6 digits and they're just all squished together. That's not the number that we want. The number that we want is the one that you can access through the BACB registry by looking up your own last name.
It's on your certificate. The one
It's on your
the one you
certificate.
passed
And
the
it
exam. You got your
usually,
certificate with
if
a
you're
number on it.
BCBA, it has a 1 and then a dash. If you're BCABA, it has a 0 and a dash. The second number is the year you received your certificate. And then there's another dash. And then it's whatever number BCBA you are, basically, after that. That's the number that we're looking for. So sometimes I have to go in and look you up if you list the other number. And if you could preemptively do that for me, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
It speeds the process up. We're
Yes.
always looking to speed the process up because people want their CEs quickly, but it is still
It's confusing, I know. So
yeah.
that's why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
And that's all.
That's it.
Cool.
Cool. Well, that brings us to the end of our preview episode for December 2019, the last of the year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
We'll do another one of these
Oh.
in January. We can probably say Happy New Year then. Let's save it.
Oh.
Let's slow your roll.
Sorry,
Let's save that one.
everyone.
In the meantime, you can feel free to listen to ABA Inside Track on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever you get your podcasts. Feel free to subscribe, leave us a review. You can find us on social media everywhere as ABA Inside Track. We're on Pinterest, we're on Facebook, Twitter, we're on Instagram, and of course you can go to our YouTube page where this video is posted, as well as on our Facebook page. But on YouTube, you can get subtitled feature on there, which is very, we hope helpful to folks if they like to listen with the subtitles on. You can go to the website, abainsidetrack.com, to purchase CEs as well as other ABA Inside Track merchandise of any kind. And also, you can feel free to email us at any time at abainsidetrack@gmail.com. We'll be back next week with the first of our full-length episodes for December, but until then, keep responding. Bye!